So good morning. So let me start today's lecture. Okay. So as usual, please open today's content using the WebCT Blackboard Learning System. Okay. So once you have to start the web browser and enter the URL of the WebCT. The URL is written in the syllabus. Okay. Can you see? URL is here. https://bb9.ia.kyushu.ac.jp. So after entering the URL, this page will appear. And please log in using your account. So maybe you can find this class content, a basic of information processing 2013. And select content. Click this tab, contents. So you can find all of the contents of this class. Okay. So today's topic is World Wide Web. So the file name is 03-www.pdf. So let me start the explanation of the today's content. Today's content is and home page. So actual content is as shown here. First, I'd like to introduce what is the www. And I also introduce some browsers can you use on your PC. And I also introduce a search engine. And today's class, this is the main topic, HTMLs, how to make home page for you using HTML. HTML is a hypertext markup language. And how to create home page. Okay. So this is to show the introduction of the history of the World Wide Web. Serum is a short term of the. This is the English name of the some center as the European Organization for Nuclear Researches, may be located in Switzerland. And one of the researchers of Serum want to share the state-of-the-art research results, share all over the world. So the researcher first found some new mechanism to share such research results, especially on electron accelerator in the world. Okay. So this center is dedicated for this research. And around 1990, some group, including such researchers, submitted some proposal and start implementation for such a new mechanism. Okay, so as a result, after around 1995, before this years, the internet, as shown here, was widely used, became very popular, and simultaneously, World Wide Web mechanism also became popular. Okay. So this should show the fundamental feature of World Wide Web. Why the World Wide Web became popular. So one reason is shown here, very easy to use. So only by clicking to obtain the information provided by internet, okay, using the World Wide Web mechanisms. And also, this is also important, not difficult to install World Wide Web services. Maybe as you know, World Wide Web services are provided as server client mechanisms. If you want to provide your home page, once you have to prepare World Web servers. However, as shown here, not so difficult, very easy to install the World Wide Web servers. For example, Apache is a very popular server software. So only some selection using some dialog windows, you can easily install the Apache programs on your web servers. And also HTML content can include, besides text, images, pictures, movies, and sound. Also, recently you can use 3D CG contents on the web content, including 3D CG on your in your HTML contents. And so you can easily create attractive. So because you can use these multimedia data in your homepage, so you can provide very attractive contents for the many huge people in the world. And there are various HTML browsers exist. For example, Internet Explorer and Safari. Internet Explorer is the standard for the Windows PC, and Safari is the standard for the Macintosh. And Firefox and Chrome and Opera. So you have to learn some keywords for using the World Wide Web. One is a URL. URL is the short form of the Uniform Resource Locators. Okay? So this means the location of the HTML contents. Usually your content is located on the servers, web servers, www servers. So you have to also specify the domain name to specify which server your contents are provided. Usually you can use a domain name. Okay? So as I explained last lectures, automatically domain name exchange into the IP address. Okay? So of course your web server also has a unique ID. That is the IP address. Okay? And using HTML is a script language for HTML content. Using HTML, you can make your own homepage. Okay? So when making HTML, you can use only text editors. Okay? So later I will show how to make HTML content using text editor. Especially for Windows PCs, the Notepad is a standard text editor. And also, there are some protocol. Protocol is a communication rule for so some rule for communication between the web server and the web browsers. Okay, so usually HTTP is used. HTTP is a hypertext transfer protocol, and more secure protocol is HTTPS. This means the hypertext transfer protocol security. Okay. So sometimes you can find the HTTPS:// content So later I will show. So usually URL start http://. So however sometimes https://. If you specify https:// taratara as URL, this means this content use HTTPS protocol. More secure rather than this. Okay. So there are some HTML browsers. Safari is a standard browser for Macintosh. And Windows standard browser is Internet Explorer, IE. And some third-party browser, one of the third-party browsers, Firefox. This is a very popular browser because this can run any platforms, Windows, Macintosh, Linux, and so on. Okay, so Netscape is the old version, and so Opera and Google Chrome. So recently, Chrome became very popular. Okay. So this should show some operation for using Internet Explorer or Safari. So just a moment. So in fact, I prepared the English version of the Windows. It is easy to teach how to use a Windows operating system. So there are standard operations, backward and forward, and refresh, or for Safari, reload button, and search button, and favorite bar for Internet Explorer. This means the same meaning of the bookmark bar of Safari, and also favorite. And this means the same meaning of the bookmark. So actually, I show the Internet Explorer browser. So usually, what kind of the browser do you use? Internet Explorer. Safari. Safari. No, Firefox. Chrome. Oh, Chrome. Okay. So you can find some pull-down menus: file, edit, view, favorite, and tool, help. Okay. And as you know, the backward button and forward button, and refresh button, and search button. Okay. So for example, Chrome. So this is Chrome. The refresh. This is the refresh button, reload button, and back and forward. And you can find favorite button. If you find some interesting home page, you can add such a URL into the favorite list. This means a bookmark. Okay. And so there are some initial settings for Internet Explorer. So you can specify the home page of your home page. Home page is the initial page. When starting your browser, the browser automatically will appear. Okay. So tool button and the internet option in general, you can find the home page field. And then you can select one of these buttons, use current and use default and use new tabs. Okay. So if you use current, the current page will become a home page of your browser. Okay. And default is usually when installing your browsers, the browser company provides a default page. If you choose this button, such a page will become a home page. And also you can use a new tab. If you select this tab, your new tab will appear in the web browsers, and you can quickly select such pages only by clicking such tabs. So I can show you actually thing. So just a moment. So internet options, you can find this dialog windows. In this field, you can select a home page, use current, use default, use new tab. And so deleting temporary files, history, access history, and cookies, and some already saved passwords. If you want to delete such files, information, once you check this button and push this delete button. After pushing delete button, this dialog also appears. Using this dialog, you can choose actually what kind of the file you want to delete by checking check button, okay, check box. And if push delete, after pushing delete, actually practically delete dedicated files. So a corresponding file, okay. So also you can find the appearance. Just a moment. So here, you can change the appearance using this button, Windows color and language and font size and accessibilities. Okay. So this is also the initial setting for Safari. Okay. Almost the same of the operation of the Internet Explorers. Okay. So if you use Safari, and when you change the home page or delete, please access these contents. Okay. So also there are convenient operations. Of course, the copy and paste operation available, and you can search any text string by search tags. Okay. And you can also display source text. Source text means the HTML text. Okay. So usual appearance of the browsers is the HTML contents. So this means source means the HTML file. Okay. So if you want to create some attractive HTML contents, and you can find some attractive contents. Once you can display of such source text of such attractive HTML contents, and using making a copy and paste and take a paste operations, then you can easily create attractive HTML contents similar to the such attractive content. Okay, and of course, you can change the size of the characters by zoom in and zoom out operations. So using the browsers, if you find a very interesting page or attractive page for you, you can save such a HTML file. and this is also big important. Such a web page is constantly created. So sometimes created, sometimes updated, and sometimes deleted. So afterwards, if you want to use such a content, if you want to see such a content, it's better to save such a content. Okay, and so of course you can find some images on the web pages. So individually, you can save such images. This image, individually. So separately. And however, always, anyway, you can consider copyrights of such images or content, text, when you use them. Okay. So usually such a copyrights, the original creators only has such a copyright. And another feature of World Wide Web, and show here no boundary, of course. Anywhere, anytime, anybody, including you, can access any information provided on the World Wide Web. And cost is very cheap, usually no cost. And search engine available, like Google and Yahoo and so on. So which kind of the search engine do you use? Google, Yahoo, Google. Also Google, Yahoo. So three is the popular search engine. And so this means not necessary to keep all of the data. So this means usually, so this means you don't save when you open any contents. So because usually such content is exists on the web World Wide Web services. So however, when you, for example, when you make your own home page, and such a home page includes any link to the to other home pages, you have to consider whether such a content exists or not. So as I explained, such content sometimes deleted, sometimes updated. So this is important. No guarantee. Such contents no exist or not. Also, such contents are correct, wrong, or valid, invalid. Okay. And search engines. There are several types of search engines. Engine types, directory type, directory, omitted. Directory type and robot types. So for example, Yahoo is a directory types. So in fact, the human beings manually change the list of search engines. Okay. So robot type is automatically collect the data and make a list of the for the search engine. For example, Google. Okay. And using a search engine, only entering any text you want to search, the search engine automatically finds any web pages, including such your required word. Okay. So if in such a word, you are so if your required page is very ambiguous, for example, what kind you don't know the what kind of the word included in such a page. In such cases, you have to browse. Okay, change the home pages one by one. This is some simple manner for entering the keyword. If you want to specify multiple keywords, you put a space between some keyword like this. And exclusive keyword, if you put a minus character before the keyword, so this means the exclusive keyword. Okay, like this. So searched home pages don't include this keyword. However, this keyword includes this keyword. Okay, and you have to some pages including some string like this. You can use a quotation mark, double quotation, like this. So this page is also very important. If you want to quote, the quote means reuse the content of the web pages other people made. So if you use the content of the other people, you have to distinguish this part is quoted from the other web pages, and also you have to indicate the resource information, and you have to consider always the copyright. And so usually, as shown here, usually quotation are not allowed. Usually not allowed. Okay. So sometimes allowed. And this is also if you when you make a link to other web pages, so you have to consider such original text, original content exists or not. And this is the very most important. Okay, don't copy and paste content of World Wide Web pages for your report. Okay. So next, I'd like to introduce how to make your own home page using HTML. Okay. So this is a typical structure of the HTML file. Okay. So you don't mind this first line. So this is a magic line. Okay. So however, usually you have to put this line at the first line of the HTML content. So the HTML contents usually consist of several tags. Okay, so there are many tags. For example, HTML is a HTML tag, and head tag, and title tag or body tag. Usually, you have to to put the left side and right side to define the actual content for such a corresponding tags. Okay, so in this case, these contents are treated as the content of HTML tag. This part is treated as the content of head tag hierarchically. Okay, and also this is the actual body contents treated as a content of body. Okay. So this is also important using meta tag. So how to specify the meta tag is as shown here. So however, you have to consider only this part. So this part are specified character set. So there are some character set. UTF. UTF is a very multi-language character set. This is very useful. So also in Japan, so SGIS character set or EUC is dedicated for the Linux operating systems. Okay, so this is the very useful and recently very popular. So it's better to use this character set UTF-8 when making your own page. Okay. And in this case, this is a title, a content of title tag, basic of information processing. Okay, so after head tag, so this is a head tag, and this is a title tag. And after head tag, you can put a body tag. The body tag includes the actual content of your home page. Okay. And inside the body tag, you can put any other tags. So there are many tags. For example, if you make content like this, itemizations like this. This is actual appearance. Actually appears on the web browsers. If you make these contents, you have to write down this text. Okay, using a text editor. So this case is an unordered list. UL tag means unordered list. So no order numbers. Only put the black and white dot in front of each items. Okay. So nesting is also possible. So can you understand nesting? Nested. So hierarchically defined. So for example, this is a UL tag. So this is the first item, listing item. Okay. So there are several items. So one of the line items, you can also specify the UL tags hierarchically. Okay? This kind of structure usually nested structure. Okay? And also, if you make this kind of contents, you can use ordered list tag. OL means the ordered list tag. Okay? So in this case, the ordered numbers are automatically put in the front of each items. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So nested 1, 2. Okay. And this is another itemized format. Definition list. DL means the definition list. So definition list means some technical term and its explanations. Okay. So this item, this is the one term, some word, and this content is usually treated as an explanation of this word, term. Okay? So this set is a definition list. Okay? So usually you have to specify like this: DT, definition term, and definition data. Okay? So this is the explanation of this term. This is the explanation of this term. Okay, so of course you can put several sets of this kind. Okay, and the table. So you can make this page using these table tags. So using a border parameter, in this case 1, so the border width is 1 point, and width is this actual size of the tables. So in this case 60%. So this width become 6%. Against to the full size of the browsers. Okay, and you can put several lines like this. So this line corresponds to this first row, and this also corresponds to this row, and this is this row. So in this case, 2 columns. So if you want to make a 3 column, you can put more TD tag here. Okay, so if you put TD tag, one more TD tag in this position, so corresponding data will appear as the 3rd column. Okay. So if you have any question, please ask question. Okay, please. Yeah.
What is TR?
TR. Table, maybe table row. TR mean. Just a moment. So if you enter the HTML and TR tag, table row. TR means the table row. Okay. So first table row, and the second table row, the third table row. This corresponds this. This corresponds this. And this corresponds this. Okay. So each row include title. No, the header. So table header for first row. Okay. So this first title appears this. Okay. And there are some character decoration of course, you can specify some character types: italic, bold, typewriter type, strike string, like this. And you can change the color using a color parameter. You can use like this. For example, you specify font color equal blue. So this blue character become blue like this. So if you specify SUP, superscript, for the superscription, like this, and subscription, like this, SUB, and Mercury is means a scroll. So if you specify these tags, so this character automatically scrolling. And also you can change the character size using a size parameter for font tag. You can use these tags. And also you can specify the headings, different size of the headings. So first heading, second heading, third headings. So first heading is usually biggest size of the heading. Okay, you can specify until 6 headings. So also you can specify the alignments, left justification, centering, right justification, using the alignment parameters. Okay, P means the paragraph. Okay, so inside this character is automatically justified as a left justification. In this case, centering and right, the right justifications. Okay. And other things, section line, using HR tags, you can put any lines in your home page. Okay, so if you specify width or alignment, you can specify the alignment or size of the length. And also you can specify background color using BG. BG means background color parameter. You can specify these parameters, include the body tags. You can use like this. Okay. So there are two types specification for color, background colors. One is you can directly specify the color name, red or white or black. And also you can specify the numeric numbers, for other numeric numbers. Okay. So this is a hexadecimal. So in this case, it's F means 15. So there are some color systems. So one is RGB colors. Very popular color system is RGB. So RGB components is defined as 1 byte. Each component is defined as 1 byte. R is defined as 1 byte. Blue also defined as 1 byte. So So as I explained, RGB has each of the RGB has a 1 byte. Okay, 1 byte is 8 bits. So maybe as you know, 8 bits, using 8 bits, you can specify the number, integer number, 0 to 255. Okay? Because binary 8 equal 256. Okay? So you can divide two numbers 4 bit by 4 bit. So using this 4 bit, you can express integer number 0 to 15. Can you understand? Because equal 16 equal 16. Okay, so 16 by 16 equal 256. Okay, so actually decimal numbers 0 to 9. So if you express these numbers, you can use other characters A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, so this corresponds to 10, 11, 15. Okay, this in this format, F means 15. F means 15, and so this case 15 by 15 equal 255. Okay, in this case R, color R, the value is 255, and G value also 255, and blue green value, green color is also 255, and the blue color also has a 255. So in fact, this value means the white color. Okay. So contrary, if you specify the 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, RGB, in this case, black means black. Okay. So if you specify these numbers for background colors, so in this case, this color corresponds to the white color. Okay. For example, red color. So red color is R equal to 255, and green equals 0, and the blue equals 0. So in this case, it's FF 0, 0, 0, 0. If you specify this number, so this is completely same as this. Okay? Can you understand? If you want to specify blue, R equals 0, blue, green color equals 0, and blue color equals 255. Okay, so in this case, 0, 0, 0, 0, FF. This is a completely same as specified for blue. Okay. Okay. Do you have any question? No. And finally, links. This is very important. Inside your own home page, you can specify any link to make a link to other home pages usingなんていうのかな、href っていうのかねhref tags. So this is a template. Ahref tags equal. You have to specify the double quote string. Actually, this is inside this quotation, double quotation. You can specify the URL to link to other home pages and some string. So in these cases, in your home page, this string appears, and if you click such a string, okay, so the browser automatically transfer to this URL contents. Transfer, move to this contents, okay. So you have to, if you specify this kind of the string, in this case you have to make a link to directly to the file name.html. So actually this file is located at the same location of your home pages. If the destination, your target contents link to, you specify a link to is other home pages. So you have to specify like this using http:// as a URL. Okay. In this case, only specify as a file name. So destination file should be located in the same directory, same location of your home pages. Okay. If the target file is not the same location of your home pages, you have to specify as a URL like this. Okay. And so if you if you want to use any image in your home pages, you can use image tags like this. So in this case, it's also this file name.jpg file should be located in the same location of these contents, these home pages. Okay. So as I explained, so this image file is located on other web servers. You can specify as a URL correspond to such a content. Okay. So also this specification is also possible. So in these cases, in your home pages, this image file appears, and this is also link. This also has a link to this file. If you click these images on the web browsers, the web browser moves to this image files. Okay. So maybe this you don't use this tag, pre-formatted tag. If you specify this pre tag like this, the actually appearance on the web browser as shown here. Okay. So these texts appears like this. So this is the end of my explanation about the World Wide Web and how to make home pages. So remaining time, please make your home pages using text editors. Okay?